Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Bro Ronnie coming back in the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Jake Lozito, running back for Southside. We're going to check him out, see how he does. But before we get into this, guys, I see that only like 3% of the people that watch these videos are even subscribed. So let's try and get the number up to at least 50. I want to get these numbers up and everything. Remember to subscribe to the podcast down below. And remember, guys, subscribe and good things. I got a lot of things coming. I need you guys to subscribe and show you guys the support. So yeah, let's check him out, see what he does. Okay, nice job with the ball. Okay, makes a nice job, reads, is able to get outside. That's a nice job. It seems like it's pretty fast. It seems like, let's go back. You take a look at this. He's able to get outside. He's supposed to go here. Doesn't see it. Able to slowly, he doesn't take a step back. He sidesteps. Could have gotten tackled right here. I don't know why they didn't tackle him. But he's able to get in the end zone. Let's see. Just going to lower that because I don't want to get copyright. Even though it doesn't really matter because I'm not making money off of this. But yeah, makes a nice move. Cuts inside right here. Nice job. And he's able to get outside. I feel like if he would have he makes it in the end zone right there. Cut a little bit sooner. Let's take a look. Now you take a look. Right. He should have started to cut a little bit sooner to go inside because he cut in, but then he went back to the way that he was going. Could have cut outside a little bit sooner, and he got in the end zone still. Makes a nice job. Be able to get outside right there. That's good. Sidestep steps and able to get in the end zone right there. Nice pitch outside. Okay. Quick, maneuverable. Seems like he's shifty. Definitely works on his power, right? He needs to work on his power because, you usually see, he tries to stick his arm out, but the guy's able to get in front of him. What I'm going to say is, definitely, work on going to the gym, working on your power because it seems like, he can't really break off tackles. He's fast and agile, but breaking off tackles doesn't seem like something he can do from just that play. Okay. Now, what I am going to say is this needs to get a lot better with the two of them. I'm not just talking about him, just because, that jump is a huge factor in a game plan because when they're jumping, it slows the play down and everything. It's just not nice and crisp like you would want it to be, and it just it slows the player down when they have to jump. Okay, takes it outside. Nice job, nice vision right there. Does a nice job right here, able to take this hole. What I am gonna say is right here, try and go look at when your receivers are blocking and you're trying to go outside. Right here, what I would say is go more at this angle because you see that this guy, he doesn't have anybody on his shoulder right here. He's right here, so he can't get past him. So what I'm gonna say is maybe work on a little bit of understanding where your receivers are and how they're blocking because he's the one who gets in the way and starts making that play. If he would have went a little bit outside, he could have gotten a larger gain. And working on his ball carrying vision and being able to see. Because there are some times where he has good, but with his understanding where his receivers are going with the blocks is something that might want to improve on. Okay, that's a nice job. Those are some nice plays right there. He's very shifty. You could see he's not using a lot of power. It's not a lot of power with this. It's him being thin in a manner. He's not a big bulky guy that he's a guy that he just has to push him off. He's a small guy. I would say Okay, that's a nice job defensively. Decent coverage right here. What I am gonna say is a lot for a large amount of this play. I don't know if it's just them, but he's facing his receiver and not the quarterback, which is something you want to do. Is you want to be facing the quarterback and looking at his eyes to get a better understanding. Because doing this, he's keeping his eye on the receiver and not because it's and then, wasn't the best. But could have made a catch. I'm not going to say anything about it. But you see, he's keeping his eyes inside on the receiver, especially this, try and keep your eyes on the quarterback more than anything, because it's super important, especially not to get a interference call. You know, did give up a huge gain right here, like huge space with him. Especially with him like not keep, like no, he just didn't keep his eyes. He was able to gain up and get like a little bit of space and closure and make sure he didn't make the play right there. But definitely like when he's playing corner, keep an eye on the quarterback's eyes and not just try and focus on your receiver, because what I'm gonna say is like, PIs and everything, it's just not something that you normally would see. Is that it's a nice job off the hook and ladder. I wouldn't no, it's not really a hook and ladder, I would say. But actually, yeah, no, it is a hook and ladder. Gets a huge gain, like, but you see right here, doesn't, like, you see he tries to make a move. Like, I'd say put on, like, muscle is always important, get lower and truck through this guy to get a little bit more yardage right there. Let's see. Gets outside. Receiver makes a bad block. Able to stay on his feet right there. That's a good job. It doesn't seem like he's not, I wouldn't say he's, like, breaking off the tackles because of his power, wouldn't say. Because you take a look, this guy just like he misses him almost completely, like grabs him a little bit, stays on his feet though. But he's not like a strong guy. That's right there, that's a good play. He doesn't dive right here to try and make a play. He gets down, gets low, and tries to tackle him right here. And slows him down, and his team gets there and makes a play. That's a good smart job by him. Okay. I wouldn't really call that like a good block because he doesn't get in front of him. Pushes him down, but it seems like he kind of gave up on the play. Like right there, like you see right here how he's just standing. He's not trying to go upfield and make some more blocks for him. Okay. That's a nice job. Okay, gets outside, gets through. Like it seems like he gets a lot of yardage. Like he's small and he's crafty, but he's like not like tiny, but he's like, you know, he's able to get a lot of yardage. He's not like pounding the rock. It seems like, a little bit of a better cut right here because you take a look. Actually, no, that's a pretty good cut right there. Let's take a look because I don't know, like, would going outside be a lot better? Because it seemed like, if he would have went a little bit more outside, gets a huge gain right there. It all depends on, like, the scheme of how they're running. You know, that's a nice vision right there. He sees that there's two guys right here unblocked, sees a hole right here, makes a nice cut. You know, came a little bit more too short upfield. What I am gonna say is like, I don't know. Yeah, no, he didn't get blocked. If this guy would have gotten blocked, this play would have been a whole lot different. He would have been able to get a little bit more upfield. Didn't matter, but he makes good plays right there. Okay. See, like what I'm gonna say right here is you take a look. Actually, let's go back a little bit. Gives him 8 yards of space, and should either stay up, but like was moving back far enough. Like, I feel like if he was like a little bit closer, like didn't back up too soon, like he would have been like either here or at least here, right when the ball was thrown, and could have gotten there a little bit sooner and maybe knocked the ball out. You know, get closer in his coverage, I would say. I don't know. So, yeah, that was him. Like, I don't know if he like really made that play because he did look like he stepped out of bounds. It's a nice job, comes up, gets gets pushed down, It's a nice job able to get up there, come across, find the hole. Actually, yeah, find the hole and get it up. Sorry, he's able to get across the guy, gets in front of him, makes a nice play right there. See, look, he's tight coverage and he's looking inside on this play. That's what you want. He's more in a way that you'd want to be seeing him. Makes a nice job. Realizes that it'll probably be a screen, especially with it's a 2 and 3. So a screenplay maybe they could have checked to it, but a 2-on-3, makes a nice job. Gets past the guy and he's able to make a nice tackle right there. That's a good job. Right here, you know, facing inside and he's facing the quarterback right here. This right now he's doing a good play. He's taking an eyes on his quarterback, looking at the quarterback. Because especially with that, like these plays, if he's just focusing on the receiver on these screen plays, you know, he'll be just focusing on him and he won't realize that it's a screen and he wouldn't be able to make this play. Like sometimes, that's why, it's important to keep on his eyes and, he needs to do it a little bit more often than not because it doesn't seem like it. Because right here, you take a look. Where's his eyes facing? Because it's not facing the quarterback. It's not facing inside. It's facing the outside shoulder of his receiver. And, he's able to get outside, but, like, he's able to make a nice play, but, because the receiver didn't block him and push him out of the way. But it's like, didn't make as good of a play. He's looking outside, and it's like, just not a smart thing to be doing. Like right here, let's take a look. Because I'm pretty sure this is him right here. You see how much he gets taken away from this play, doesn't realize that it's a run. Is still trying to go with this guy. He's not looking inside, which is something, maybe if he was looking more inside at this guy than anything else, you could easily see that it'd be making a totally different play because he's taking a look inside, and, ready. He has the ball right here and he's not coming up. It took him a while to realize that it's a run to make a play because he wasn't looking inside. He was looking at his receiver and sees that he's trying to run a route and, thinks that's the right play. Like, his back is almost completely facing him, which I just don't think is a good thing. He takes a look right there, but, right here, I don't consider this like a good play because you take a look, his back's facing him. No, I get it. He does a little look that way, and I'm not saying that this is not a tackle right here. He gets thrown into him. That's not really a tackle. Not really understanding about where the ball was. It seemed like on that play because we take a look, twists, looks, and he's like okay, and then he's trying to make it like get upfield, but this guy's blocking, pushes him. You know, he's a solid athlete. I will not deny that. All around, like he's a great athlete. Small, but he's extremely shifty in a way where it's hard to bring him down in a manner. But what I am gonna say is coverage wise, it's just not as good as you would want it to be because he's not like facing the quarterback, and you need to make sure that you're facing the quarterback to be able to understand like where the pass is going sometimes to come across field and make a play sometimes because the receiver could be just leading you away from where the ball is actually going if you're focusing completely on them. And because he could easily just be putting you and making you go away from the play and you not being able to make a play when you're just looking at the receiver. And that happened a few times where he could have made a play a lot sooner than what he did if he would have looked at the quarterback and would have had a better understanding of what's going on. But yeah, no, solid athlete all around. So yeah, guys, remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and check out the podcast. Peace.